win doesn't matter. The NFC East is inevitable. 37-27, Eagles win, stay alive, and we'll look forward to that. Eagles-Cowboys next week. Peace, Rags.
Woo. Yeah, Kyle, the Eagles had maybe their most important drive of the season at the end there. Everything on the line. Carson Wentz goes 8 for 8, and without any Nelson Aguilar or Alshon Jeffrey or any of the other star wide receivers he's had, Deshaun Jackson, he relied on Greg Ward in the clutch. Let's see Greg Ward on the final drive here. We're going to get to know Greg Ward quite a bit here. This is Greg Ward in the fourth quarter. Carson Wentz goes back. It's Greg Ward. Conversion. The next time we're moving the ball downfield. Who are we looking for? Greg Ward again. The Greg Ward experience goes back several years. Guys, Greg Ward was a quarterback in college, an East Texas high school legend. He was on the practice squad to start. He was on the AAF San Antonio Commanders early season. This is him in college. This is Greg Ward, one of the best running quarterbacks in the entire country at Houston. Unbelievable. Breaking records. Greg Ward, it's great. Looks like Kyler Murray out there. Look at Ward running. He broke all sorts of records at Houston. Converts himself to a wide receiver to play in the NFL. They told him, hey, your best bet's in the NFL. 2017 draft. Okay, 2017 NFL draft. We here at the show tried to highlight some guys that might not get drafted in the first couple of rounds. We had a conversation. It's back at our old CBS studios.
Oh, this is great.
Let's talk to 2017, April.
2 studios ago.
And what we had on Good Morning Football before you got to know Greg Ward.
Oh, my.
We've done all the wild cards throughout this too. Guys you haven't been hearing a lot about. And one of them you heard about on Saturdays was Greg Ward Jr., the quarterback out of Houston. He's making the transition to wide receiver in the NFL. This is one that's interesting to a lot of people because he put up the numbers in college. He played on the big stage at Houston, and now he's making this jump. There's a place for it now in the NFL. There is a 5'11" receiver who can move?
100%.
It said, Nate, can he make the move? He says 100%. Well, it took a couple years. But yesterday, in the biggest spot for the Eagles, it was Greg Ward Jr. stepping up.
Of course.
They're going to rely on him moving forward. I talked to some Eagles players. They're like, this guy is an East Texas legend. He was a great quarterback. Goes to the AAF, tries to figure it all out on the practice squad. He's been killing it in practice, and he had his moment yesterday. Greg Ward, we see you. It's a great story, and it's a great testament to a guy with some real fortitude.
That's my favorite Ward right there. He just jumped Hines Ward and Charlie Ward. Greg Ward. All right, let's get to this highlight read. There it is, a little coin debacle. I guess you can call it the coin star. And they're looking for change, and they got change because they ended up getting the ball back at halftime.
Kyle Grant's a big fan of Coinstar.
I love it.
That's right.
Great stand-up bit about Coinstar. We'll get into it.
That's right. We can talk about it during the commercial break. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. They say if you want to party in Dallas, you go to Austin. So that's what Dak Prescott did. He went
on 6th Street, and he goes for 6.
And he
Stay
goes
weird.
for 6. Nice. Well done. And here it is to continue this biblical beatdown. They go to Ezekiel 21 for the touchdown. And he gives the ball to a fan. I love it. Ezekiel Elliott's balling.
Biblical highlight record.
They have some amazing record when they give the ball to Zeke a lot, and they did in this game. They're loving it on the sideline, and there it is. This was no match for the Rams. The Cowboys beat up on these guys. They win this one 44-21. And then after the game, we caught up with Zeke because he balled, so he got the call.
There go my dog. Hey, the best number 21 in Cowboy history, 24 carries, $117, added another 43 receiving. Hey, man, you guys did the doggone thing today. You balled, you got the call.
I mean, we just came out, we started fast, and we played good football. We executed, and I mean, we have a lot of talent in this room, like you said, but you know, if we don't go out there and execute, I mean, it's the NFL. You're going to lose. So, I mean, we came out there, we handled our business, we executed, played well, and got the dub.
Greg?
Zeke gets a win. The Cowboys hold on to first place in the NFC East. With that win, they hold the head-to-head tiebreaker over the Eagles. The Rams falling 2 games back of the Vikings for that final wildcard spot. Beautiful mind trigger. Are they done?
No.
No, they're not. They're alive
It's still a very long shot, but that was terrible yesterday.
Let's talk about this NFC East situation. Dallas finally beats a team with a winning record, setting up a monster situation. Week 16, the Eagles facing the Cowboys. Winner takes the lead in the NFC East. Have the Cowboys sort of flipped a switch to assert themselves as favorites in that division with this win?
I would say so, yeah. And I believe Kellen Moore was listening. I've been trying to talk to him every single week. I've been calling him out. You got to be more creative. You got to use your weapons. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, he went out there and he took shots down the field to Tavon Austin. And, of course, you get the big game by Zeke, which kind of just anchors the squad. And you know what? I'll continue my disrespect, because it worked last week. I looked in the camera. I called out everybody on that roster. So
thank you, Nate.
Cowboys, if you're listening, it wasn't that impressive of a win. It was a Rams team that really hasn't caught the rhythm. So how about you guys finish the season off strong and see if you guys can find your identity moving forward?
I got egg on my face. I thought that was the lock of the week, that the Cowboys gave us no reason to believe in them, and the Rams have been playing red-hot football. I thought that was an incredible win for the Cowboys. Totally changes the conversation. And now as they head towards Philadelphia, they're not going in there limping in and worrying about their job security and their coach. They're worried about football. To rally around themselves that way after 10 days of hearing about how bad they looked on Thursday night, I'm really impressed with the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a real good game. And two teams playing actually good football coming off of yesterday's wins. Eagles, Cowboys, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. Cowboys,
Oh, you're not in.
Okay.
You got potential. You've been sitting on your dad's couch for 6 weeks. You got up, you took a hot shower, shaved.
Nice.
You didn't put on clothes that you smelled before you put them on to get something out of the hamper. They showed up and lived up to their potential. What is that? The lit song that's like the cars in the front yard.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping with my clothes
own worst
on.
enemy.
That's what they had been their own worst enemy, and it's fascinating. They did it for 1 week. It's so interesting. We're coming off of Peter talking about Greg Ward, the converted San Antonio Commando.
Yeah.
If you're Jerry Jones, commander? If you're Jerry Jones and you have the finest, most talented team that money can buy, you damn well better not lose to a San Antonio Commander. Peter, it's a really nice chronicle, don't get me wrong, but pay it forward next week. The answer to the question, Kay, is resoundingly they're the favorite because they beat the Eagles every time, and they're loaded. And they finally got off the couch and put down the Xbox and the Juul, and they went out and got a job, and it's about time. So do it again.
They were clicking on all cylinders. We'll see how it works out. It should be one of the best games of
Let's
the
go.
week.
Awesome game.
Not on Saturday. Saturday, we have a triple header right here only on NFL Network. Don't look now. It's Texans at Buccaneers. Kyle and I will be on a pirate ship. Tune in for that. And then stay for Peter Schrager on the sidelines for Bills at Patriots, Rams at 49ers. And to kick it all off, we've got Nate Burleson in the booth.
Oh,
Who's in the booth?